Hey, what's up YouTube? Stacking and Packing here with another 2-box half-dollar hunt. So $1,000 and $half to go through. We've got 2 boxes of NF String and Sun rolls. So let's go ahead and get into what we've got. Box number 1, we're going to have 1 semi-heavy roll and we're going to have 6 slightly heavy rolls. Box number 2, we're going to have 3 semi-heavy rolls and 5 slightly heavy rolls. I think we have a 226.4. I might be off by a little bit, but let's go ahead and get into our first roll for box number 1 and let's see what we've got, if we've got anything. We do have another 2 boxes to go through and I'm not seeing anything here. Nothing there. Let's go through the first 3 rolls, being that we don't have too many heavy rolls for boxes number 1 or 2. And I'm not seeing anything in roll number 2. So let's get into roll 3. And I'm not seeing anything in roll number 3. So I'm going to go ahead and double check these rolls, make sure we didn't miss anything, and I'll bring you guys in for our first find. Okay guys, so we are on roll number 17 and we're going to have our first find. So let's see if you guys see it, and I'm sure you guys do. So let's go ahead and pull it out. It's going to be a proof. I already took a look at it, and the reverse is not too bad. Does look like it has some sort of indentation or mark right there, but I think that's just some smudge that makes it look like that, some sort of dirt or grime. And then the obverse has definitely seen some better days. 1986 San Francisco. So our last hunt we found in 1987. This hunt we found in 1986. So I'm going to keep on going and I'll bring you guys in for our next find. Okay guys, so we just finished up box number 1. So let's go ahead and get into our heavy rolls. We're going to start off with a 225.9. Seemed like it wanted to stop on that 225.8, but last second it switched over to 225.9. No silver so far for the hunt, but we do have 1 proof, so we'll take it. 1986 San Francisco. And if we don't find any silver here, we do have box number 2. But as always, hopefully we do find some silver in box number 1 before we get into box number 2. We have a 225.7. So I'm going to go over briefly, real quick, like I do in all of our videos, what we're looking for and what we're doing right now. Right now, we're just edge hunting, which is where we look at the edges for a grayish edge. And we're going to have another proof, I think, right here. A grayish edge, and that is a proof. 1994 San Francisco. So definitely seen better days as well. Has a lot of paint or whatever this stuff is on it. So we'll put this one on the board. It's another find for the hunt. But like I said, we're looking for that grayish edge, or we're looking for a thicker edge, which would indicate a proof. The thicker edge is the proof, the grayish edge is the silver. And with the silver, we can find either a 40%er or a 90%er, depending on the edge and the year. I really should say the year, but sometimes you can tell, if I can open this roll up, by the edge if it's going to be a 90 or a 40%er. But ultimately, it's the year that tells you what it is, either 90% or 40%. We're also looking for that 1987, not intended for circulation coin. We're looking for the proofs, and we're looking for commemorative $half. And we're looking for errors. Mostly that 1972 no FG error, which is the engraver's initials. And on the 1972 dies, those were polished heavily and it removed the engraver's initials. So those coins do command a little bit of a premium. So our last slightly heavy, and I'm not seeing anything in this one. So we're gonna go ahead and get on into our semi-heavy roll here. And it's gonna be actually another slightly heavy at 225.9. It originally weighed up at 226, but I guess it got a little camera shy for us. That's okay. And I don't see anything here. So let's go ahead and crack open that first roll of box number 2. See if there's anything in it. If not, we'll get into the rest of the box. And now's a good time for me to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button if you guys are enjoying my videos. Make sure you turn on the notifications, the bell button, and hit that like button as well. Roll number 1 for box number 2, and I'm not really seeing anything here. So I'm going to go ahead, double check these rolls, make sure we didn't miss anything, and I'll bring you guys in for our first find of box number 2. Okay guys, roll number 2 of box number 2. We're going to have our first silver. I'll give you guys a second to see if you can point it out, and I'm sure you've already seen it. So let's go ahead and pull it out. I did take a peek to make sure, and it's a silver. It's going to be a 1969 Denver. So we got a 40%er for the board. I should have opened the first 3 rolls for box number 2, but I didn't. But let's go ahead and crack open roll number 3 for box number 2 anyways now, just in case there's a friend in the next roll. And I'm having a hard time opening up this roll. There we go. And I don't see anything in the very next roll. Take a quick look off camera, or I should really say out of the view of the camera for me at least. And I don't see anything here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the rest of the box and I'll bring you guys in for our next find. Okay guys, so we're gonna have our next find for box number 2, and it's gonna be our second silver. Now I did take a peek at the reverse, so I know it's gonna be silver, but I didn't take a look at the year. So let's go ahead and take it out and see what we've got. And as you can tell by the reverse, that's definitely going to be a 40%er. So let's see what year we've got. And it's a 1965. So we got a 1965 40%er. So that's 2 40%ers for box number 2. So let's go ahead and put this one on the board and we'll keep on going. Hopefully we can pull out some more silver. Okay, so we just finished up box number 2 and it's time to get into our heavy rolls. So let's go ahead and start off. We're going to have a 225.8 to start. We have 2 silvers for the box and for the hunt, as well as 2 proofs. So far, I'm not seeing anything in roll number 1. As always, I will double check these rolls off camera, just so I don't keep things too long. I do it off camera, and we'll double check and make sure we didn't miss anything. Not seeing anything in that roll. 225.7. I think we had a 225.7 in our heavy rolls for box number 1 as well. Nothing in this roll. 225.8. And I'm not seeing anything in this roll. So let's get into that next one. Our last semi-heavy roll. And I'm not seeing anything here either. And that's not a proof. So let's go ahead and get into our heavy rolls. Sorry, our semi-heavy rolls. We're going to start with 226 on the dot. And I do think we have a 226.3 as our heaviest for the box. Nothing in that roll. 226.1. And nothing's really sticking out to me here. So let's go ahead and get into that last roll. 226.4. So let's see what we've got. Hopefully we got something in here. Maybe a 40%er, that would be nice. And I'm not seeing anything in this roll. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off here. I'll double check these rolls, make sure we didn't miss anything, and then I'll bring you guys in for our wrap up. Okay guys, so we didn't miss anything in any of those rolls, so let's get started with our wrap up. We're going to start off with our oldest find as always, which is going to be this 1965 40% half dollar. And then we're going to go on to our 1969 Denver 40%er. So 2 40%ers for the hunt. Very successful hunt that averages out to 1 40%er per box for the hunt. Then we found this 1986 San Francisco proof. Pretty nice. The obverse does seem like it's seen better days, as my desk here is making all sorts of noise. And then this 1994 San Francisco proof, that's definitely seen some better days, but if this thing was conserved properly, I think it would actually look pretty good, because it just looks like there's paint on it. It doesn't look like there's many scratches underneath that paint. So we'll have to do a video on that towards the end of the year with our wrap-up video for the end of the year. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and add our silver to the silver jar for the month of November. So 2 more 40%ers for the jar. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below, as well as leave a comment and subscribe if you guys are new around here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on our next hunt.